so that it's there.
Okay. Okay, you are watching Sky News Facebook Live with singer, songwriter, award-winning singer and songwriter, no less, and Paloma Faith. Just straight off the back of talking to Sky News just a moment ago, we're going to be speaking about a lot of things actually. But first up, you've got your new album coming out, your fourth album.
Love, but I would like a chance at being number one because I think he's had his turn.
You're in good company though,
he's had
right?
a go.
You've got Sam Smith, Taylor Swift up there, so not bad company at all.
Yeah, so hopefully if anyone's contemplating buying the record, they'll buy it today, so it counts.
So yeah, as I said, this is the fourth album. Fourth album for you. There was a bit of a break. I'm just going to go to the green room and have a chat with with my new mate Paloma Faith. Yeah, there was a bit of a break. Let's head in here. A bit of a break.
Okay.
Why is that? Why was there such a long break?
Oh, well, because I was having a baby.
Gotcha. That would usually do it. Yeah, need time off for that. Should we sit down?
Are we sitting?
Okay. Let's stand up. Camera guy said stand.
Doesn't want to bend
I'll
down.
stand on
He's
this
lazy.
side for you. Yes. So what was this is your first child. So what was that like?
It was pretty difficult, traumatic birth, and nothing I planned went to plan.
Oh. And it never does it?
Did yours happen like that?
It was always,
I was just like,
shock to the system.
And then it took ages to kind of recover because I got lots of infections. I had a womb infection and I had mastitis, basically anything going. And I kept saying to the nurses and doctors, like, I bet Beyonce didn't have this.
I bet she did, right? I bet there's so many issues that women have when they have babies, but it really changed things for you having a child. And what way would you say it changed things for you in terms of your outlook, in terms of your music, your writing?
I've always wanted to have children, but I think that I kept thinking to myself all the time, like, okay, so this is going to be the record that when the baby's grown up to be an adult, that they say, oh, that's the one my mum did when I was being created. And I just thought, what do I want to pass on? Like, even when I'm gone, which every mother hopes they'll go before their child does, what do I want to leave? And it is the subject of empathy and compassion. And so that's what I've written an album about.
Yes, and you really see that in your second single on the album, Guilty, and with a message to anybody who voted to leave, really, with that song.
Yeah, and I also think that guilt is, in a broader sense, it's open to interpretation. I was writing, about Brexit at the time, but I do think when you listen to that song, it can be about guilt, about anything, like maybe you've mistreated someone, or you've, cheated, or you've betrayed a friend, or you've just made a general mistake. And I think, it's kind of like guilt is something we all deal with on smaller or greater extents, and I think it's about culpability and responsibility, and I do feel that we live in an era now where so many things are so intricately done, where there isn't much many people taking responsibility for their actions because there's too many people involved. So I'm sort of trying to make people do that a bit and say it's okay to make mistakes, but let's apologise.
Okay, now I don't know if I read this right. Apparently, with your new child, you haven't announced what sex your child is, boy or girl, and you also are saying that you're going to raise your child gender neutral. Is that right? Did that just get lost in translation when you tweeted something about not putting your child in girls' or boys' clothes, and suddenly people just said actually no, you're raising your child gender neutral? Or is that accurate?
No, I think everyone's understanding of what that means is different. I, of course, don't. I mean, there isn't such a thing as gender neutral per se, because it depends what at that moment in your life you're having feeling. So some people, of course, can be born a boy and then change into a girl, or some people can feel that they're ambiguous, but that's still identifying with something. So what I meant was that I will love my child whatever they become. I don't mind if they're gay, straight, transgender, gender neutral, a boy who likes to do makeup and play with dolls, or a girl who likes to build blocks and climb trees or whatever. I just feel like it's about loving your child for who they are. And that's what I meant when I made that statement. Like, I will definitely love my child regardless of who they become.
Got a lot of people talking, I'm not going to lie, lots of people thinking, oh my gosh, is she raising a transgender child?
You cannot do that. But I think that, with that, from that perspective, it demonstrates to me inherent homophobia in our society, because anybody who believes that you can actually cultivate some sort of gender or sexuality affiliation by parenting is deluded about what that even means, because children are born what they're going to be in that sense, in my opinion. You can only nurture who they are. And I think that when the media did that, I think it demonstrated homophobia.
But essentially, you're just not going to impose a gender-specific lifestyle on the child. So if a child wants to play, if it's a girl wants to play boys' toys, that's fine, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Is that it, essentially? So out of interest then, have you seen your child having an affinity to a certain way? Because, you know, I've got a girl, I've got a boy. My daughter immediately wants to be a princess. I don't think I pushed that on her. And the boy likes his superheroes, but I feel like I allowed them to choose their way. But how do you find it with your child so far?
I think that maybe their instinct towards that is actually subconsciously affected by society. I think people do that without realising, and especially when they go to nursery. I mean, I've got a really, really close friend. They're both Nigerian parents. They've got a child who's obviously black Nigerian, and all she wants to wear is a white blonde princess from Frozen on her dress. And they've spent their entire lives trying to make her feel that it's beautiful to be a black child. Now, I believe that was an influence from nursery and what she's surrounded by on a social media scale, and it's sad. And I feel that, yes, I will embrace, but I'll also question it, because I'll be like, is that you that wants that, or is it because what your teacher said or your friend said at school? And why don't you try and build something and get your knees dirty? Or for a boy, care for this doll, learn to love something. It's okay to cry if you have feelings, and that's what I believe anyway.
Well, it's certainly, I guess, the way many parents should be considering bringing up their kids. But yeah, your album, Architect, The Architect, is out now, as well as your single, Guilt, as well. Good luck. Hope it does get to #1.
Thank you.
To you. Thanks for joining us, guys. Take care. Good chatting to you.
You too.
Gosh, you really are.